Hello everyone, I am Deepak Nyal and I welcome you to the series of C++ lectures. So in this tutorial we are going to discuss about data members and set and get functions. If you remember my previous tutorial, we have discussed about implementation of classes and functions. So let us come to data members first. So when we are talking about variables, variable declared inside a function definition are known as local variables, right? So let me tell you the example first. You can see the course name and grade book variable here, and this is declared inside a function main. So these variables are local variables here, right? And these variables can be used only from the lines of declaration in a function to the closing braces. And if you look at these variables, gb can be used from this line onward, and course name can be used from this 17 line onwards, right? And to this 21st line where you are closing this braces, means before this. You can't use it after the braces, but you can use it before the braces. So it means a local variable must be declared before it can be used in a function, and it cannot be accessed outside the function in which it is declared, right? So when a function terminate, all the local variables of that function get destroyed or are lost, although there are some exceptions that we are going to discuss in future, and those are with the static variables, right? So a class, you can see a class here, gradebook. We'll discuss this example further also. So a class normally have one or more member functions. Here you can see we have a member function display message, and they are used to manipulate attributes of a class, and such attributes are represented using variables or data members. So you can say attributes of a class are some data members, or you can also say that these are variables, right? All these are similar thing. So a class have normally one or more of them, right? And similarly we have multiple member functions also, and these member functions are used to manipulate these variables. Because if you remember from our previous lectures, we have discussed some data hiding thing or information hiding. So these variables are generally private. We will discuss it in coming lecture in detail, but you can understand that we can't access these variables directly, so we need member functions to manipulate these variables, right? And second thing, this is also discussed previously. When we have objects, multiple objects, we discussed gb1 and gb2. And if you are talking about a course name variable, you can just say course. So it has its own course variable and it has its own course variable. So if it is a value of CSE, it doesn't mean that it also needs same value, so it could be ECE also, right? So each object maintains its copy of variables in memory. So what we are going to do now, we'll take previous example, this one. I'm copying this whole function, sorry, whole program, and I have created a set get file and copying it here. But before coming to this example, let us discuss what we have as a set and get functions. And we are discussing it because we have private variables and we cannot access it directly, so we need some member function, right? But there is a specific kind of function or a special kind of functions, and these are called set and get functions. So why we need them? So the task of set is it stores the variable name, or let me just do one thing. Just uh, just first understand its example, and then we'll cover this further. So let us start here. First, make variables private, and that variable name is course name, right? And it is string. Now when we are talking about private variable, we can't access it directly outside, and we'll take its example also. I'm removing this course name from here, also changing it. So I don't have any course name here, right? You don't have anything to display, but you have course name here, right? Because course name is here, it can access this course name, but it doesn't have any value, right? Let us try to change this value, gb dot course name, because we have course name inside gb. So try to make it CSE. It should be double quotes. Now we have assigned course name as CSE. So this is CSE now, as per our current thought process, right? N- but when I'm calling this display message, it should also show us welcome to gradebook and CSE, right? Now let us try to run this program and see if it does same thing what we are thinking or not. So G++, and it's get set. The function is compiled with some error. And what is the error? Course name is a private member of gradebook. So it means you cannot access or you cannot assign something in this variable, right? Directly you cannot assign this, and that's why there is some error. And to remove this error, we need get and set functions. It's not necessary that you need get and set function, but it's a convention that you have to use. So let us start with set function first. Set, and you have to use variable name after that. This is also convention, and it should be camel case. So when we are talking about setting a function, we need a variable or we need a value as parameter. So let us make it course as of now, and then I'm assigning course to course name. That means this value is coming from outside, and we are assigning it to variable of object or data member of object. So this functions, any set function will do only this thing, or it can validate this value course name, whether this has something or not, whether it is a string or integer or anything else, right? We'll come to that part later. So you can understand one thing, that this function does not return anything, so it is always void function, or it has return type of void. But when we are talking about another function, get function, so what you have to do, copy this whole thing, write it here. So it should be get in place of set, and this function has only one task, and that it returns the variable or data members value. As it is returning something, so its data type is always same as return type of this variable or data member, right? Now whenever you are trying to change the course name, this line will not work surely. So what you have to do, gb dot set course name, and then pass a value, and values like this CSE. Right now this value has been assigned to this object's data member. Now if you want to get that value, what you have to do, you can do one thing. You can take one variable, the string, and course, and then get course name. But can you access this variable like this? No, because it needs the object also, right? Now this course has value from that function, and you can pass this message and show the value also. Also you can display the message and see if it is fine. It looks fine, right? Now I'm trying to run this program. If there is some error, we'll see it. If error is there, get set function, there is again some error. Okay, I have not put semicolon at the end, that's my mistake. And at some other place also, I think. No, let me run it again. It is asking me that it's unknown type course. Okay, that is also because I have not given its data type. right? A data type is necessary, so you can see these errors that are coming and then learn the way we should create a program or develop a program. Now I will run this program. So value returned is CSE and welcome to the gradebook and CSE, right? Now you can understand how we have done so. So one thing you can see, what is set doing, it is storing the course name in data member of the gradebook, and what is get doing, it is obtaining the course name from that data member, right? If you have any other data members like age or address or anything else, by convention you have to create set and get for all those variables also, or all those data members also. One thing to note down is, I will write these function like this so that it's easier for you to understand. So first thing is set. It does not return anything, and you have understood why it is not returning anything, because it is just setting the value, right? Second thing, it returns the value of data member, right? So when we are talking about return type, it should be void, and when we are talking about return type of get function, same as data type, sorry, same as data member. See some more differences. So uh, what does it performs? Set, it performs some validation, and that's why it's required, otherwise we would have directly assigned the variables, right? So we need some validations here. Right now we are not doing any validation at this point of time, but we will be doing some validation at here, because the course name could be anything, right? If someone has assigned some invalid value, we'll try to validate it first. Second thing, in get we don't need any validation, no validation required, because we are just returning a value, right? Whatever that value is, just return it. The fourth one is, so it has some parameter, and parameter is whatever that value you are setting, right? But get function has no parameter, because it's not setting anything, it's just returning something, right? So the final point is, get and set functions, they are not necessary, right? There will be no error if you don't write these functions, but the problem will be, you are not following the convention if you don't write these. So it's just a convention, and that's why you should follow this, because it makes things easier. And as this get function is helping you to access some values, so this function is also called accessor sometime, right? And similarly the set function helps you to do change or set the values, so it is called mutator sometime, right? So both of these functions actually allow you to manipulate and access hidden data members, but indirectly, right? So I hope you will like this tutorial. If you like it, please like the video, share it, and comment your doubts. You can also mail me, but try to comment in video so that I can respond publicly and everybody gets benefited with it. Okay, now so we'll meet in our next lecture with some new concepts. Till then, thank you so much.